We're going to talk now about the manual controller. So to make it easier to see, I've got a little display here. This is the basic Shock and Awe Evolved engine kit, and it of course has all the components here, but this also has a manual controller that comes with all of them that's attached right to the Bluetooth controller here. Now there's two buttons on here. This button, the small one, that's your power on and off button. So you turn that on, that puts power to it. You turn it off, of course, turns the power off. If you hold that button, this one right here, you're going to hold that for 10 seconds. It'll flash 3 times, and that turns the whole system off, so it's no longer looking for a signal, a Bluetooth signal, which that'll help like if you're going to store it for a longer period of time. You want to do that. I'll show you what it looks like on the bike in a second. This is your mode control. So by pressing this in, this will switch from one mode to the other, and then it also turns, and this will control the modes. So with that being said, I'm going to slide this out of the way. I'm going to jump behind the bike on the other side, and I'm going to show you what some of these modes are and how to turn it off, on, and completely off. So with no further ado, let me get to that. So I'm going to start out this is just already on kind of a chase mode, a slow chase mode, and the small button that I showed you a second ago, I'm just going to press that quick, boom, it turns it off. Now, you press it one more time, that turns the system back on, it does a little animation, and it'll go back to what you had it set at previously. Now, as you can see, we've got a blue kind of sweep going through here at chase. As I turn the knob, I can make that faster, or I can make it slower. So that knob just increases or decreases quite a bit, as you can see that. Now, I'm going to press the knob, and it's going to change what it's doing. So now, we're to a solid color. So that's just kind of a nice work light, solid color. Press it again. Now, when I turn the knob, I'm actually changing colors. And I believe it goes about 21 different colors you can set right there. So again, if you don't have your phone handy and you just kind of want to show somebody what this does, this is a great way to do it. And you can change the colors and do whatever you want that way. So we'll hit it one more time, pressing that knob. Now it's flash. Now again, I can adjust that flash speed, fast to slow, however you want to do it. And that's all done right here in this knob. So again, you turn the knob, it adjusts the speed and the control of that flash all the way up to, pretty aggressive. We'll hit that button again. Now it's in a breathe mode. Again, you're in that same color. So you go and set the color you want. And when you hit the button, it'll remember that color, move to the breathe mode. And again, I can make it breathe fast. I can make it breathe slow, all that kind of good stuff. Press that button again. Now we're in kind of a slow breathe color, right? And again, you can adjust how fast those colors change. And it's just kind of running through the gamut of coloring. We'll press it one more time. Now that gives you the abrupt chase feature. And again, we can speed it up. It's pretty neat what you can do with this one. And this controls all the lights, so all the lights together are doing the same thing. And at any time, if you do have your phone, you can turn your phone on and it overrides this, and vice versa. So if you have the phone going and say you left it in your garage and you're over at your buddy's neighbor's house or something, you can just still use this and you can show people what it does. So let's hit this one more time. Now it's going for the sweep, but it's a more, sweep, it's more of a gentle chase. And I can speed it up, slow it down again. It does so much without even having to open your phone if you don't feel like it. You just want to mess with it here, you can find something that you like. We're going to hit it one more time. Now this just gets us back to where we were, where it's just a nice solid color. Now, let me show you how to turn it off. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, with the small button, if you turn that, or actually I'm going to turn it off, one press, just like I showed you before, turn it back on, one press, boom, okay, goes through its animation. If you want to shut it off completely so the Bluetooth isn't trying to connect and it's not searching, this is what shuts the power off completely. So if you let it sit for a few months, you don't want to drain the battery, you press the small button, just here, hold it, and it'll flash 3 times red after a few seconds. You let go, now it's powered off completely. Now if you go on your phone and look for this Shock and Awe Evolved system with it off completely, it won't find it. So to turn it back on, simply just press that button once. It goes through its little thing, starts right back up. So very, very simple. Normally you just turn it on and off like that. This is like, the little button is like turning it on and off in your phone. It does about the same thing. But if you want to shut it off all the way, again, press, hold, wait for the 3 flashes, and it'll turn itself off.